Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Techie Code Buddy. I hope you all are doing extremely well and your placement preparation is also going well. Well guys, first of all, if you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed this channel till now, then do consider subscribing this channel as this really motivates me to make more such content for you and for your placement preparation. Alright, also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you will never miss any update from my do check the description box for the link of Telegram group. You can join that group for open discussion and to access some resources provided by me. Right. So in this video, we are going to discuss some technical MCQs in round 2 in Tech Mahindra. Right. So let's start with the video now. First of all, let me take the pen. Okay. So this is the very first question. A uniform resource locator, that means URL, is a reference to a computer resource, web resource that specify its location on a computer network and a mechanism for retrieving it, printer on the network, storage server on the network, or none of the above. Right. So as we all know that URL means a link, like uniform resource locator. So it will be specifying a location on a computer network and a mechanism for retrieving it. So second option will be the correct answer over here because it specifies the location of a web resource, right? So it must be the answer for that particular question. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is, in one of the pair of protocols given below, both the protocols can use multiple TCP connections between the same client and the server. Which one is that? HTTP, FTP, HTTP Telnet, FTP, SMTP, HTTP and SMTP. So these all pairs are the protocol pairs. Okay. Now you have to tell that what set of protocol can use multiple TCP connections between the same client and the server. So the answer over here is HTTP and FTP. HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, and HTTP is used for file transferring. So the full form of FTP is file transfer protocol. So this set HTTP and FTP are able to use multiple TCP connections between the same client and the server. So let's move on to the next question now. The next question is, which of the following is called as protocol in the URL? Okay, so this is the URL of Google. Now you have to tell that what thing is working as a protocol. So in this particular URL, HTTP, that means hypertext transfer protocol, is working as the protocol. This is protocol. So HTTP option number 4 will be the correct answer over here. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is, any algorithm is a program, true or false? So any algorithm is not a program. Okay, algorithm is not a complete program. Algorithm is just a step-by-step procedure to solve a particular problem or a particular class of problems. Okay, what is program? Program is written in a specific programming language, but algorithm is free of any programming language. It's just a common thing. Okay, common set of procedures. It is language independent, but the program is language dependent. So this is the main difference between algorithm and the program. So this is how the answer will be false here. Let's move on to the next question. A data structure that follows the FIFO principle. What is FIFO? FIFO means first in, first out. First in and first out. For example, billing system, right? When you go into the B Mart or Vishal Mega Mart or something else, okay. So what you will do if you are standing in a queue, like you are here, so your billing will be at the third place only. You cannot bill at the very first time. Who will pay the bill first? The person who is standing at the first location, then second, and then third. Or we can say or we can take the example of ticket, right? When you are going for watching movie, so in that particular system, the first person will get the ticket first, then second, then third, and so and so. So first in, first out. Okay, who will come first, he will get first. So on this, what data structure is working on? Queue data structure in work such a way, or we can say queue data structure is based on the FIFO principle. Right. So let's move on to the next question now. The next question is, which of the following is not an advantage of a flowchart? Better communication? No, it's an advantage of flowchart. Efficient coding? Yeah, it's an advantage of flowchart. Systematic testing? Again, an advantage of flowchart. Now, the fourth is improper documentation. So this is not the disadvantage. Sorry, this is not the advantage. Why? Because the advantage is proper documentation, but the thing written here is improper documentation. So this will be the correct answer over here, that this is not an advantage of flowchart. Okay, so let's move on to the next question now. The next question is the symbol denotes. Okay, so this symbol denotes in flowchart what it is denoting. This will denote a terminal, either start or end, right? So let's move on to the next question. The next question is the process of drawing a flowchart for an algorithm is called as flowcharting. Okay, this is called as flowcharting. If you are drawing a flowchart for a particular algorithm, so it will called as flowcharting. Let's move on to the next question now. The next question is the following box denotes. So whenever you see a diamond shaped box, either this type or this type, little bit stretched. Okay, so whenever you see the diamond shaped box, so you have to just see that this is a decision making block, or we can say decision making shape, right? Decision shape, diamond shape is used for decision in flowchart. So let's move on to the next question. Next question is a detailed flowchart is called as micro. Always remember that a detailed flowchart is called as micro. So option number third will be the correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. A box that can represent two different conditions: rectangle, diamond, circle, or parallelogram. So a box that can represent two different conditions. That means again a decision making block, or we can say a decision making situation, because there are two different conditions. So we have to take some certain decision, right? So that's how we will use the diamond. So let's move on to the next question now. The next question is an interpreter is program that accepts a program written in a high level language that produces an object program. No. A program that automates the translation of assembly language into machine language. A program that places program into memory and prepares them for execution. Or it's a program that appears to execute a source program as if it were machine language. Yeah. So option number fourth will be the correct option here. Interpreter is a program that appears to execute a source program as if it were machine language. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is an algorithm is best described as a step-by-step procedure for solving a problem. It's just a basic definition of algorithm. Whenever you try to learn about the algorithm, you will get the first definition of algorithm like a step-by-step procedure or a set of procedure, right? So this will be the correct answer over here. Just a minute. Remaining examples are branch of mathematics. So, nine. Okay, yeah, it's option number B will be the correct answer. Let's move on to the next one. The next question is based on recursion. Okay, so you have to tell the output of this. Okay, so first of all, what we are doing? First of all, the program execution will start from main. So the very first line is printf func, and here we are making a call for function and we are passing in argument by 2, right? So here we are calling a function by passing the argument 2. So the control will go here, and at the place of n, what it is 2 as of now. We will start the execution in this function. So first of all, there is a if block. It will check whether n is equals to 4. So as of now, we are having n value is equals to 2. So we are checking whether 2 is equals to 4. So the condition is false, and we will come into the else block. And what we are returning here? Return 2 into, again we are making a function call, but the argument will got changed into 2 n plus 1. That means 2 plus 1, that means it will become 3. Again from here we are calling our function, right? So let's go here, and this time n value is 3. Again we will check n value equals to 4. Again this is false, so it will again return 2 into. So this 2, and again this function will return 2 into, and it will make a function call for n plus 1. The previous value of n was 3. This time it will be added by 1, so it will become 4 now. Now from here we will call for the function and the n value is now 4. It will come into the function and it will check if n equals to 4. So this time the value of n is 4 only. So we have to simply return n. So we will return 4. Okay, so this will return 4. So the answer will be 2 into 2 into 4. So it will become 22, 4 into 4, it will become 16. So 16 over here will be the correct answer. Right? I hope it makes sense. I hope it is clear to you. So let's move on to the next question now. The next question is, consider the following recursive function x comma y. What is the value of function for the value of 4 comma 3? All right. So at the place of x it is 4 and at the place of y it is 3. First of all, if x equals to 0, so this time x value is 4 here, so this condition will become false and we will return function, and from here we are again making a function call only. It will call for the function x minus 1. That means 4 minus 1, it will become 3, comma x plus y. That means 4 plus 3, it will become 7. So this time the function argument got changed into 3 comma 7. Again the same function will call, but for the changed value. Now again we will see if x equals to 0. No. So we will directly come here and it will return. What it will return? It will make a function call x minus 1. The previous value of x was 3. So this time 3 minus 1 will become 2, comma x plus y. That means 3 plus 7 will become 10. Right? Again, the function will call and it will check if x equals to 0. So this time the condition is again false and we will return. What we will return? We will make a function call again in this line. So it will return, or it will make a function call for the x value x minus 1. That means 2 minus 1, it will become 1 and x plus y. So it will become 12. Again, the function will go and check if x equals to 0. So again, this is false. So it will again return by calling a function, but the argument will change and 1 minus 1, that will become 0, comma 30. All right. Again, this function will call and it will check if x value is equals to 0. So this time x value is 0. So it will return y. So y, that means 13. So 13 will be returned at the last and 13 will be the correct answer. Right. So yeah, let's move on to the next question now. The next question is, in recursion, the condition for which the function will stop calling itself is. So when the recursion program got terminated, when it meets to the base case. Okay, so base case in for which the condition will stop calling itself. So base case, when it meets base case, so it will return from the function or it will terminate the session. Okay, so let's move on to this question. Recursion is similar to which of the following? Recursion and loops concept are same. Okay, recursion, the thing that you can do with loops, same thing you can do with recursion. Okay, the only difference is memory management. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, which of the following problem cannot be solved using recursion? Factorial of a number, we can use recursion to solve the factorial of a number. Nth Fibonacci number, again. Length of a string, again we can find problems without base case. So of course, to solve a problem using recursion, there is a need to have a base case, to have a proper base case so that we can terminate our session in the recursion problem. So we are required to have a base case for certain, right? So problem without base case will be the answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is, iteration requires more system memory than recursion. Is it true or false? So it is false. Actually, recursion requires more memory than iteration, right? So let's move on to the next question. The next question is, which of the following is not a type of class? Abstract class, final class, star class, or string class? So have you ever heard about star class? No, no. Abstract class is there, final class is there in we can say in Java, string class is there in Java, star class, I never heard about the star class. Okay, so it will be the correct answer over here. So let's move on to the next question. The next question is which, just a minute, Which is most appropriate comment on following class definition? Class student int a public float a. Okay, so there will be an error, and the error will be, first of all, pause the video and try to guess the error. Okay, so I'm telling that the error will be like same variable name cannot be used twice. Why? Because here we are using same variable name, right? And it is it is inappropriate. It is not correct, right? So there will be an error like same variable name cannot be used twice, although you are using the different data type, int and float. But the thing is, you are using the same variable name, right? And it is not correct in the programming. So this will throw an error like same variable name cannot be used twice. So let's move on to the next question. Size of a classes. Guys, class don't have any size. So simply answer will be class doesn't have any size. Now, the question is, which class can have member functions without their implementation? Abstract class. Abstract class can have member function without their implementation. Now, why it can have member function without their implementation? You have to tell me the reason in the comment section. You should have the proper knowledge of your core programming language, right? So let's move on to the next question. The next question is, which syntax for class definition is wrong? Class student and then curly braces and then semicolon. All right. Student class. Okay, so this is not correct. Class cannot start with uh, like user defined keyword or something else. Okay, so whenever you are defining a class, first of all, there is a requirement to use the class keyword in front of that particular name of the class, right? So you have to write, first of all, class. Class keyword will come first of all. So here we are using student keyword. So this is not correct. So let's move on to the next question. Which of the following pairs are similar? Class and object, class and structure. Okay, class and structure both are similar. There is something there is a little bit difference, but the functionality of class and structure are same, right? So let's move on to the next question. Just a minute. Yeah. Which of the following is not an oops concept? Encapsulation. Yes, of course, it is a concept in oops. Or I would say it's a pillar of OOP. Polymorphism, again a pillar of OOP. Exception. Exception or error is something just different from the pillars of OOPs, and it's not the part of OOPs concept, right? So exception will be the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. Which feature of OOPs describe the reusability of the code? So reusability, that means we can grab the properties and behaviors of the previous one, or we can say to inherit the properties and behaviors of the previous class. So inherit, that means inheritance. So inheritance will be the correct answer over here. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following definition is incorrect for polymorphism? So for polymorphism, polymorphism helps in redefining the same functionality. Polymorphism concept is feature of object-oriented programming. This is correct. It always increases the overhead of function definition. No, no, no. It never increases the. I mean, it always increases. This is not appropriate. It always increases the overhead. No, that it's not like that. And remaining options are okay about polymorphism, but this option is incorrect about polymorphism. So let's move on to the next question. Which class cannot create its instance? So cannot create its instance. Abstract class. Abstract class cannot create its instance, right? So the next question is, and why? Because it will not have any constructor of its own. So if it is not having its own constructor, so it cannot create its instance. The object cannot be passed as passed by copy, passed as function, passed as value, or passed as reference. So object cannot be passed as function. So option number B will be the correct answer over here. Moving on to the next question. Encapsulation is again a book valid definition. Encapsulation is the wrapping up of data and memory function into a single unit called class. So it will be the third option. Option number C will be the correct answer over here. So let's move on to the next question. The next question is which of the following is not a data type? Symbolic data, alphanumeric data, numeric data, or alphabetic data is not a data type. Okay, so numeric data can be int, float, or something else. Alphabetic, we have alphabetic data type as well. Alphanumeric too. Symbolic data. Okay, we don't have any symbolic data in the data type, right? So symbolic data will be the correct answer. Now, which of the following is not a basic data type in C language? Float we have, int we have, char we have. We don't have real data type in C language, right? So let's move on to the next question. The next question is, what are the entities whose value can be changed to called? So anything that can be changed, it will be called as variable, right? It will be called as variable. So variable will be the correct answer over here. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is a standardized language used for commercial application. So it is COBOL. COBOL. Why? And the COBOL full form is Common Business Oriented Language, and it is used for commercial application. It is a standardized language that is used for commercial or we can say business application. Let's move on to the last question. Last question is what define how the locations can be used? So attributes define how the locations can be used. So yeah, that was that sorry for slipping my tongue. So there were 32 questions we have discussed in this particular video. I hope all the questions are clear to you. Okay, so but you are having some doubts or you have any suggestion like what should be the next video or something else, for sure you are free to comment down. Okay, so we will soon start the coding videos as well. So just keep watching these video I am uploading and I will try to upload the next video on coding. Right. So yeah, that's all for today from my side. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Keep preparing. Keep exploring.